So if you are not with your screen on, we'll give you 5 minutes. I'm going to start the little exercise today. And then if you decide not to put your screen on, I will invite you back into the waiting room. All right, thank you. We're doing the Pelvic Health Cafe a little differently. I'm going to begin with a little seated breath work for us all to do together. And then that way it will help us to just get in the zone. And it will also allow us an opportunity to start understanding what is possible for our pelvic health, what is different about the way that I view it, the way many people are viewing it now. So that's what we're going to do. To do that bit, I'm going to mute everybody just to make it easier. Thank you for all agreeing in the chat box. It's great to see so many familiar faces and also lots of newbies today. I love this. All right, so we're going to do a seated exercise. So however you're sitting is fine. If you need to be laid down, that's also okay, but seated is how I have designed it. If you're sitting, put your feet flat on the floor. If you're lying, bend your knees. Just letting another couple of people come in. All right. So we're going to focus on our breath because the breath is the foundation of your pelvic floor function. And we're going to particularly focus on how we get it in. Because if it's not coming in with ease, then we're already swimming against the tide a little bit. So close your eyes for a moment and bringing attention and awareness to your breath. And I want you to, from this awareness, notice the sensation of your breath. Is there a feeling with your breath? Does it feel full? Does it feel like there's an emotion in your breath today? Does it feel shallow? Or does it feel located in a very particular place in your body? Like, does it feel in your chest? Does it feel in your belly? You feel it in your shoulders. And then go ahead and open your eyes. You're going to take your ring finger to the top of your nose and you're just going to do little tiny circles down there. So we're going down your nose to your cheekbone. That's it. Little tiny circles with your, that's it, ring finger. And we're doing this without lifting your fingers away. You're just circling the skin. That's it. And it's really important and really simple that we do things like this that's going to help to open up our airway. Sounds simple, but it's not till we do things like this that we realize that we're not getting as much air in as we think. Last one. And then take a couple of deep breaths through your nose. Notice already more breath can get in, so more information down to your pelvic floor. And then what we're going to do is just take your hand to your sternum, and it works best if it's on your skin. So stick it up your jumper or down the top, it doesn't matter, but get on your skin. We're going to do the giraffe. So from here, where you stabilize your skin on your sternum, you're then going to start looking in lots of different directions. So you're looking all around lots of different directions. That's it. You keep your hand fixed on your skin on the sternum, and that's going to help to create a little bit of traction so that we can mobilize and lengthen those tight tissues from your collarbones up into your jaw that can get really short, tight, overworked, especially when we're stressed, if we work at a computer, if we're pushing a buggy, if we're using a mobile phone, any of these things of life that bring our head forwards and our shoulders up and forward. Last one or two. And then you can release your hand. Notice how that feels. Again, take a couple of breaths. That's it. And then we're going to roll our shoulders. You're going to lift your shoulders up and you're going to take them back and down. Lift them up, take them back and down. As you roll your shoulders, be aware of what's happening with your chest and your ribs. So ideally, we roll the shoulders without thrusting our ribs and our chest forwards. That's it. Last time. And then keeping that feeling of openness, you're then going to bring your arms down by your sides. So your arms are straight by your sides. That's it. And you're going to press them. And even if you're lying on your back, you're going to do this. You're going to press them rapidly by the side of your body. That's it. Press them quickly. So we're going to wake up the muscles at the back of your arms, the back of your shoulders to help to keep you open across your chest. Nice. And then hold them back, stay there and turn your head one way and then the other. One way and then the other. With the breath now, you're going to inhale to turn, exhale to the middle. Inhale to turn, exhale to the middle. Inhale to turn, exhale to the middle. Keep going. Twice more. And then the last thing that we're going to do here is just bring your hands to your ribs. So your fingertips are just coming to where you feel your ribs. And there's some soft stuff, obviously, we have that. And you're going to put your fingertips gently on your ribs and then slump forwards. And then slowly up. Let your fingertips come in and slump forwards. You're not poking or prodding, it's literally just because you slump, your fingertips disappear under your ribs. That's it. For our breath, it's really important that the diaphragm, which is what you're releasing now, is able to move freely. And this is a really gentle, simple technique to help to release your diaphragm. If you've been under a lot of stress, worry, you've had a diagnosis, your diaphragm's going to get stuck and pulled up in there. And then if it's not able to move down, it can't tell your pelvic diaphragm or pelvic floor what it's meant to do. Let's do this one more time. Remember, it's very gentle. Your fingers just get sucked in and then release. We're actually going to do an extra thing. Place one hand on the back of your head, one hand on the chair behind you or beside you. And we're going to inhale over into Little Mermaid and then exhale up. If you don't have something to put your hand on, just put it on your thigh. Inhale over and then exhale up. Inhale over. So getting your ribs to be really flexible is going to help you to breathe more fully, deeply, completely, and therefore get your pelvic floor moving more fully. Last time. And then we'll swap. Hand on the back of your head. Other side. Inhale over. And you might feel that there's a difference from one side to the other. I know I do today. This side feels a lot stiffer than the other side. That's normal because we don't have, so even the diaphragm itself is not balanced, it's not symmetrical. Our organs internally are not symmetrical, so the structures around it are not going to be symmetrical, but we're always desperately seeking symmetry, aren't we? Once more. And then rest there. Close your eyes again for a moment, bringing your attention and awareness back to your breath. Noticing if anything has changed in your breath. We talked about the emotion. Is there any change in that emotion or sensation? And then when you're ready to, you can open your eyes.